such as indiscriminate extermination, intensive farming, pesticides, and change of land use. As individuals, we can assist the bee population by first understanding the nature of bees, planting diverse native plants, purchasing raw honey from local farmers, avoiding pesticides and fungicides, sponsoring a hive, helping to sustain forest ecosystems, and so much more. On the topic of honeybees, Natasha visited Fullwork Apiary and learned more from the beekeeper Terence Julian. Let's take a peek at it now.
The world is abuzz with conversations about bees, and on the 20th of May, it's World Bee Day. Today, I am here at Fullwork Apiaries to learn about the importance of bees, what they produce, and how we can ensure that we protect them. I'm going to be taking a tour with Terence Julian throughout his apiary to see exactly how the bees work and hopefully not get stung.
Hi Natasha, this is a bee suit for you.
Wow.
Because we'll be dealing with Africanized bees today, so definitely you need to be suited up. Safety is paramount, right?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see if you can get into it.
Terence, thank you so much for inviting us to your apiary. This is absolutely amazing. It's a blessing to be here with you this morning. Tell us, how did you get into beekeeping?
I was working at a particular company in Cuba, and I was at a bar. And the guy at the door was drinking with me. He said, "Hey, are you interested in an investment?" And I said, What kind of investment? And he said, "Bees." I said, "What? Bees?" He said, "Yes, bees." I said, "Like in buzzing bees?" He said, "Yes, buzzing bees." He invited me to do a course, a training course. I did the course, and about rest down the period, about 2 years after, I started basically doing removals, building and started building an apiary in Alipo. And now, well, as you can see, there are a lot more boxes and a lot more bees. If you now start your apiary, sometimes you're lucky to probably get honey the first year, which is very unusual.
Okay.
But honey would normally take like the first or second year. The bees take a while to acclimatize.
Right.
And after they acclimatize, you know, you will start producing honey from, of course, from the forage nearby. On one of my locations, I have gotten honey that was bitter.
Bitter honey.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual. But it was bitter primarily because a lot of forage around, I think, was more house plants and those kind of things like that for the bees at that time. So something came into the honey and actually made it bitter. Some people find that it was appealing, but I did not like it at all.
So one of the things that you mentioned is bees acclimatizing. Do they have to acclimatize to you as a beekeeper?
Some people say that the relationship with bees is actually a spiritual relationship. Well, it can be that, and it's very deep indeed. Because I found over the period of time that bees, you learn a lot by watching the bees.
Okay.
You learn a lot by interacting with them, and you actually as a beekeeper develop your skill set from them by just watching them.
So what is the importance of smoking? Why are we smoking?
Smoke is like confusion to the bees.
Okay.
It helps to keep the bees calm.
Okay.
But
It sometimes puts them in a confused state where they start to panic, and once they panic, you can do your work. So this is good.
Oh my goodness.
So you see young ones all at the end. If you look good, you see some young ones, you're getting what's called royal jelly.
Royal jelly. And this is from where obviously we get our honey, where you can then create wax and everything else.
Yeah. So if you look near to where these cells are, you see what's called bee bread, a mixture of pollen, nectar, and it looks a bit wet.
Yes, it does.
And each one is different color. Right. So that's we call it bee bread. That's what they actually feed the grubs.
Okay.
So that they eventually pop out.
In your opinion, I know we have scientific fact, but what would you say is one of the most important reasons that we need raw honey and this process is important?
Well, when you look at the entire background in terms of honey, honey is the only food that you could actually leave there and it would never spoil. Right? So no preservative necessary. Honey is really energy for the bees and for us as well.
So everybody wins. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
And you know, bees are so important because we see every day there are reports about the fact that the bee population is declining. What do we do as just good people who want to save the earth and save the bees? What can we do to make sure that this continues?
The pesticides that we're using, some is impacting them. It kind of like goes back to what you were talking about, where everything is a cycle,
right? And
we have to recognize our place in it. So if you recognize our place in it, we do what we should be doing as persons to help and perpetuate the bees and help them to help us.
Yeah. And is it that perhaps when you see bees and you run, does that alert them even more to chase you?
What alerts them is the pheromone. The release of pheromone, and that pheromone basically is an alarm pheromone and tells all the other bees that they're under attack. Okay. Now, the bees are defensive.
What do you think is at least to you, one of the most important things about bees?
Well, aside from bees provide mainly four products for us.
Okay.
And those products are truly not underappreciated. One is honey. The other one is beeswax, which is used in almost everything. Propolis, something that we don't use much in Trinidad.
Yeah, what is propolis?
Propolis is actually the resin or the gum that you see sticking everything together. Bees use it.
These are very important pollinators for our environment, which is why we need to save them.
Well, it's estimated that about 1/3 of our food production comes from bees pollination. Bees do a lot more work than we give them credit for, and we think little of it because we only focus on honey. Honey production is good, but what about propolis? Instead of using the steroids for asthmatic, using propolis.
Okay.
Because I've had friends who use the honeycomb or chew the beeswax, and they no longer need the inhalers for asthma.
So Terence just told me that this is not even finished yet and it is heavy. So you can only imagine how heavy these are going to be when they are ready. Oh my goodness. I need to get more?
Hey, go right ahead. Don't worry.
Wow. Oh my god, this is so delicious. But it's not finished yet, so I can't take it home.
Oh no.
Such an amazing experience learning about these honeybees and how they bring this deliciousness and so much more to life and help our environment.
Yeah, man, Natasha down there at Full Work Apiary with Mr. Terence Julian, the beekeeper, and of course teaching us a little bit about how it works, showing us the live examples, and she still didn't get enough honey. But thank you so much, Natasha. Guys, when we come back from this quick break, we are going to be celebrating your birthdays. If you haven't as yet, it might be too late, but you can still maybe send us an email to get on our ttt.co.tt. Let's take that break and come back with more. We celebrate World Bee Day tomorrow.
A hive of killer bees climbing up